I don't think it's going to surprise too many people who are in our audience to hear what I'm about to tell you. But it has now been revealed that many of the lawyers representing Donald Trump in his Senate impeachment trial are Republican donors to Republican senators currently in the Senate who will be the ones voting to either convict or acquit Donald Trump. Now, this changes nothing about the reality of the foregone conclusion that is Donald Trump's acquittal in the Senate. But the incredible contrast of this is that there were some Republicans saying, Bernie and Warren should recuse themselves from the entire Senate trial. They shouldn't be allowed to vote on Trump's impeachment conviction or acquittal because Bernie and Warren and Klobuchar are running for the Democratic nomination. They could potentially be facing Donald Trump in the general, and it's a conflict of interest. Now, they never actually make explicit what kind of a conflict of interest it is. I guess it's they might vote to convict so they don't have to face Trump in the general or something like that. But in any case, Democrats don't have the votes to convict, so it's relatively moot. But now we find out, wait a second, the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, the top Republican in the Senate, who is involved in running the trial, who's involved in setting the rules for the trial, who's involved in deciding if and when there will be a debate about calling witnesses, Mitch McConnell received campaign donations from two of Donald Trump's lawyers. Kenneth Starr, one of Donald Trump's lawyers, donated the maximum in the past to in the last year to Mitch McConnell and has given more money to Mitch McConnell in the past. Robert Ray, another Trump lawyer, gave $5,600 to Mitch McConnell's Senate reelection committee. We are also now learning that Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, who will be voting on whether to convict Trump, was in the loop himself about the effort to find dirt on the Bidens in Ukraine. This is according to Lev Parnas, a now indicted henchman of Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. It's like a game of Clue. So let me say that again. One of the senators who will get to vote, convict, or acquit for Donald Trump was allegedly in the loop the entire time about the effort to find dirt about the Bidens in Ukraine to help Trump get elected in 2020. He will be voting, okay? We have to hear from Lev Parnas. I don't know if we will. We have to hear from John Bolton. I don't know if we will. But can there even be a fair trial here? We started with a trial that had as a foregone conclusion its outcome, the acquittal of Donald Trump, likely by all 53 Republican senators in the Senate. Remember, you need 67 to convict a president on impeachment in the Senate. We had those same Republicans start to argue, we don't even need witnesses. That fight will happen in the Senate today. Maybe it's already happening when senators actually debate and vote on witnesses. But half or nearly half of the Senate thinks it's perfectly fine to have a trial without calling material witnesses like John Bolton. And now we find out that at least some of the senators who will be voting were either involved tangentially in the actions that led to impeachment, seeking dirt in Ukraine, or have received campaign cash from the lawyers representing Donald Trump. Do you think that when Trump's team wants, for example, no debate about witnesses until after each side has presented, and they've donated to Mitch McConnell, and Mitch McConnell says he's coordinating everything with the White House, and then McConnell comes out and says, hey, you know what? I agree. Let's not talk about witnesses until the trial is almost over. Are we supposed to believe that everything is on the up and up? It is mind-bending corruption. There are millions of Americans just not paying attention because they have busy lives. I understand it. They're earning a living. And there is mind-bending corruption going on. There are millions of Americans who know what's going on and don't care because they either love anything that will vindicate Donald Trump as they see it, even a false vindication. And then, of course, there are simply ignorant people who are unable to really put the facts together and build a picture of what is going on. They're in on it one way or the other. Lindsey Graham doesn't want witnesses because he was in on it. McConnell doesn't want witnesses because Trump's lawyers donated to him and they don't want it. And he's the guy who says, I am going to be in complete coordination with the White House on the impeachment trial. It's a crude analysis, but we're often finding that the simplest explanation for the facts is often a pretty good one. And it's a very ugly, ugly reality. Let me know what you think about these latest revelations. We are just 2 days from the David Pakman Sunday birthday membership special. It's my birthday on Sunday. We are going to do an email blast to everybody who signs up for our mailing list. You do that on my website, davidpakman.com. It's really easy. Just type in your email address. You don't need to email me saying, please put me on the mailing list. You can sign up for the mailing list on the website. On Sunday, you will get an email with very specific instructions as to how to take advantage of this crazy, whacked out, delusional discount. My mom called me and said, I caught wind of this discount. Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Because the discount seems out of control. Get on the mailing list. You'll be notified Sunday. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. It takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft. And it's free. There's no catch whatsoever. But if you want, Privacy also offers a $10 a month plan that gives you 1% cash back and lets you create 36 credit cards a month, and a $25 a month plan tailored more for small businesses where you can create 60 card numbers a month and much more. But definitely go ahead and at least get started with the free plan. You'll protect your financial info. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.